ever mute their phones?
Mine's already down.
All right, I'm just asking for reference. It's not like I don't know what I'm doing.
Is it recording? Okay, I wasn't sure.
Hey guys, 13 the Almighty here.
Corey Salty True Floyd.
Jamal Knight Spark Stokes.
We are the Amerime Junkies.
Yeah. And today we're going to be talking about 2019
predictions,
the road ahead. We're already into February, so I guess we don't have to talk about Kingdom Hearts coming out because it's here.
Wow.
What?
Nothing. We don't have to talk about Kingdom Hearts coming out because it's here.
I wasn't saying it's a bad thing. It was just,
Yeah. Fucking incredible, yeah. It's like, it's over.
But first, I want to go over a few things from our Geek Report. If you are a fan of FX's Atlanta, you're gonna have to wait a little longer for season 3. It has been delayed because everybody is working on something.
Yeah, not mad about that.
Yeah, I'm not even mad.
I will gladly wait for that as long as we get this Chance the Rapper and Childish Gambino album. So yeah,
you know what? I can live with that. Disney approached Taika Waititi, the director behind Thor Ragnarok. They wanted him to direct Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And before even really taking time out to consider it, he immediately said, nope. Taika Waititi was not trying to step in that chair. Meanwhile, it looks like James Gunn is over in the DC world, about to live his best life. New game out, Apex Legends.
Apex Legends.
I feel so bad for this game because it's not going to matter by the time Anthem drops.
I don't know. It all really depends because Anthem looks like it is very heavily story driven, and this just looks like a really fun, more serious take on the battle royale landscape.
So it's kind of like Battlefield plus soft Overwatch.
More like Overwatch and Fortnite, but without the
with a hint of Call of Duty.
Okay. It kind of looks
more like Titanfall. Since it's from the people who made Titanfall.
I was thinking more of
Borderlands is 2.
You
know what? Overwatch, Borderlands, Titanfall. But no giant robots.
Yeah.
Ironically.
Robot, just not giant robots.
But they issued a statement this week because, mind you, their publisher is EA. But the creators wanted to air out some differences, make sure that people don't automatically associate normal EA problems with this game. Because they're like, look, I understand that, EA's EA, but we're not going to let EA us. Which really sounds really weird, but if you understand EA, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Like, we're not going to get canned. We're not going to...
There ain't going to be
Assassin's Creed, the situation.
Microtransaction City. ABC says they're considering rebooting Lost.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm just not much to really say on that. I'm just going to say it's a hard pass.
Like, you could literally drop any cameraman in North Philly and be like, yo, record these kids playing hide and go seek, and they'd be like, Lost 2.
Or It.
Both are good.
EA still does not want to own up to their problems since we are on that subject. Their last quarterly report from 2018 came out, and it seems that they lost $3.7 billion.
Nice.
And they want to blame it on games with a single-player campaign.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, that's not how that works at all. They don't want to take any blame over the large microtransaction controversy that engulfed Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now, mind you, the first Battlefront that came out on the Generation game had a big problem of it not having a single-player campaign. So the sequel actually did have a single-player campaign that no one really had to complain about. There were no issues with that. So it's not a single-player problem. It's a fucking microtransaction problem. But these dickheads don't want to... They don't want to admit their faults. Which, again, makes me very concerned for Anthem.
Yeesh.
Yeah. Sorry. The Russo brothers, they regret filming both Avengers movies back to back, and they didn't really go into too many details of why. Maybe it's because they realized that maybe there's some things they would have done differently. But Avengers Endgame is coming out, and it's going to be 3 hours long.
Oh my god!
The last one was damn near 3 hours long. So
yeah, I need an
intermission. No. If we could sit through all those Lord of the Rings movies,
didn't though. Like, how do you?
I remember seeing that shit on DVD. I don't remember ever going to the theater. I remember snacking break times.
My work schedule. The way I work and the way I get sleep is so different now. And I don't think I can sit through 3 hours of just staring.
I got a chicken and a saving.
Like, I'm just like, I'm going to fall right the fuck to sleep, yo. I am. No matter how good it is. 3 hours? Can you do it, Corey?
Yeah, I mean, I'm an OG triple, so when it's 3 hours.
More power to you.
Look, I don't want to miss a thing. I mean,
if it's good.
I mean, Robert, back in 2009, Robert Rodriguez. Shut up, you. Let me finish with my. In 2009, Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino put out a double feature, which was literally 2 movies.
Right.
It was like two about 92, 93 minute movies with there was a intermission in between. But even in the intermission, they were showing like fake trailers of shit.
So I just now watched Ant-Man and the Wasp, and what's your code name? 13 the Almighty was there when I caught the ending. I wasn't ready for the dust.
You forgot.
I didn't see it, so I didn't know that it happened while like mid-mission for him.
You forgot that you didn't realize when this.
Yeah, the window was. I thought I was just like, oh man,
take that, wind it back. Then those got the stones to make your body go snap.
It was more shocking to me that it happened in Ant-Man and the Wasp than it was in the actual Infinity War.
That's because when you saw his glove was all together, you knew.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's over. Right here, you just like, yeah, I'm gonna just go into subspace real quick and do a mission. Next thing you know, guys, let me out.
Guys? Hi, Shanae. Sadly, we have a big problem coming up in our own local government. In Pennsylvania, they want to add a violent game tax to our video games. They are calling it the sin tax.
Define violence.
Suck my nuts.
Anything rated, anything at an M rating for blood and violence from the ESRB. Yeah, from the ESRB rating. That means that normally a game plus tax right now is about $64. That will actually bring it up to $70.
That is entire bullshit. Yeah. Entire bullshit.
Please pay attention to your local government. Some of these people are clearly too old to be in office.
Game tax, not game tax in the state, the sugar tax in the city. This is looking like it's not the place to be for games.
The truth about it is,
you taxing my Doritos and my Mountain Dew. Now you taxing my Resident Evil. Let's go.
Right.
In anime news, the Japanese voice actor for Whitebeard, who I really couldn't pronounce, he passed away. That's very sad.
I got a couple friends that got hurt.
And
rest in peace, pirate.
And sadly, even Oreo the raccoon, who was actually the model for Rocket Raccoon, passed away, which is kind of sad because raccoons are really weird and they're also really adorable. No, that does not mean they're taxing Splatoon, Miss Fox.
I hope they tax Splatoon.
The final season of The Walking Dead is going to actually have a physical copy game release instead of an episodic release like they used to do, because now an entirely different company came in to finish the game after the unexpected shutdown of Telltale Games. Like, I watched their trailer premiere at PAX East last year just to see it's so sad and jarring the way that shit goes down. It's just wild. James Cameron, who also has a movie he produced coming out this week, Alita Battle Angel. He also revealed the title of his next Terminator film, which is called Dark Fate. Now, for those who don't know, James Cameron is returning to the Terminator film franchise, and he is completely nixing everything that happened after Terminator 2. Shade and
it's his position.
Let's just be honest. They all weren't like Terminator 3 was but the rest of it was just really a shit show. So, if he's gonna come back to the fold, he might as well just start off where he left off.
Yeah, he's just gonna cognate the entire thing like they're gonna do with Child's Play.
No, it's a continuation.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a continuation.
Okay.
Linda Hamilton, who played Sarah Connor, is back. She has that fierce old grandma vibe, like the way
the ladies from Mad Max.
No, more like the woman in Halloween. Like old grandma has a shotgun. Mm-hmm, she'll play them games. But I'm pretty sure they brought Arnold Schwarzenegger back as a Terminator, which is really weird.
Damn it.
It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Old man be old.
Well, no, Arnold Schwarzenegger, I also believe, is in denial of him being old. Like, he just doesn't want to give it up. So now, like, even in that last travesty of a movie, they had a more elaborate reason for why the Terminator was old than the actual storyline in the fucking movie.
That's... okay.
Yeah. Exactly. EA has announced that in 2020 there will be a new Need for Speed game. Need for Speed! Speeding tickets, microtransactions.
First of all, no.
Why not? Need for Speed was actually a very decent franchise.
It's a wonderful franchise. Because before I made the transition to first-person shooters, I was all about racing games. I was all about Need for Speed. It's the way that they're switching the whole aspect of it up. Most Wanted, you remember both editions of the movie?
Yeah, I remember.
The original and the one Criterion did, right?
Yeah, I remember.
No. If I ain't racing for paint slips, and actually, getting money in the game to build up my car, instead of like, oh, you want this piece for your car? You have to come in second place.
If you're not first,
what the fuck?
You're last.
You can win the race and get this part, but if you want the better part, you have to come in second place. Who the fuck do you think you are?
That's why
you're last.
That's why I was more of a Burnout fan. But anywho,
I'm just gonna crash up your shit.
Our poll question. Question in. Xbox Live is on the Switch. True or false? Yes. Like, they're making, I need to, read in all the details of that. I can't really explain how that's going down. So, yeah.
It's like the companies are trying to slowly but surely bring themselves into, an alliance. They're just like, yo, the console wars are kind of fucking stupid in this day and age.
Well, it's weird to even have a console war when you bring in Nintendo, because Nintendo has never been part of the war. They literally have just walked to the beat of their own drum.
Right, so
Nintendo's the Canada of consoles.
Especially with your fan bases being so far spread out, and everyone wants to play together, but no one can. It's kind of like, why are we even doing this?
Right. Also, our poll question of the week was based off of Kevin Smith's post saying that if Tom Cruise were to play either Mr. Fantastic or Wolverine, no matter what, the film would make $1 billion. Ooh. So we asked, well, who would you rather see him play as? And with 975 votes, 65% of you said Reed Richards.
Wrong.
And 35% of you said Wolverine.
Still wrong.
And you say neither.
Zaz.
Zaz?
Zaz.
Victor Zaz?
Zaz.
From DC?
Yeah.
But, alright, I have a question. Are you just throwing DC in there just for the sake of...
Put him on Zaz.
I have to disagree because I think the guy that's playing Victor Zaz in the Gotham series is actually damn good. Plus...
This is a personal choice.
Okay.
I want him on Zaz.
You're right.
I don't really care for actors, so just don't fuck up.
He's the guy who does Mission Impossible.
Just don't. I know. Just don't fuck up the movie. Just don't be shit. And
He could make a pretty good Dr. Fantastic though.
Yeah, it would just be weird because he'll want
To do the most.
I see him more.
Like he'll want a reason for Miss Doctor Fantastic to run and have a motorcycle.
If that's the case, then just make sure he's next to Eddie, bro.
You say like if you ever like I know he's gonna want to run around and shit. I'm like give him Zach.
Cause somehow, no matter what, I still find it weird. He's always on a fucking motorcycle. Anyway, that is our geek report for the week.
Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that was
15 minutes.
But yeah, I think I did okay. Yeah. So.
High fives all around. Savage.
Ooh. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, fuck. I accidentally stabbed him in the hand with a pen. Oh, shit.
Accidentally.
It was an accident, you fucker.
All them sex jokes.
Oh my God. Anyway, we are well into 2019.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of things coming up on the horizon, and we kind of want to run off them and make some predictions. What's going to hit? What's going to miss? And who wants to start?
Apex Legends. I haven't played it yet. I have seen people. I have seen gameplay, and I have friends I normally play with that have been playing the game and fell in love with it. And so far, what I'm hearing, it is a possibility that this might be a Fortnite killer.
Why does that give you so much joy?
As a good game or as a moneymaker?
As a good game.
Both. From the little bit I've played of it, I'm seeing a lot of, fun aspects and lively characters along with real fucking weapon, like randomly, like you can pick up and move on like that and shit. And I'm just like, okay, between that and the way terrain is set up, it's going to be a whole bunch of wild shit going on in that game.
I've played the game and I have to admit, it is fun.
I have yet to play it. I have it downloaded. I just yet to actually.
It is fun. I need it. I do need a good a good team to run with because I find it weird that I'm on these teams with very little or absolutely no communication.
I will say this.
Look, that's every game.
Playing Overwatch has got me a little bit used to bullet sponges. And coming back to actual shooters, I was like, oh damn!
Bullets are lethal.
All the way to forgot, dog. Like,
bullets hurt. No. But I could see. My real question is how's that lawsuit controversy going to come around with Epic Games? Because a lot of those celebrities whose dance moves have been taken for monetary gain, they have a case. So I feel like that those billions they made might end up getting redistributed back.
No, they're still going to keep a hefty amount of their money, from what I'm seeing. Not all of it.
From the skins?
Enough for them to continue the game.
Okay.
But not enough to be like, oh, we're making all the bank.
Now we just need a gamer influencer to have their ninja moment on Apex Legends.
Yeah.
Oh, that feels so weird to say.
So weird. That's just don't even repeat that.
I mean, I have nothing against.
We don't need to make decisions based upon influencers for.
But you know what I mean. Their oh shit moment. Now this is a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how fucking
Fortnite blew up by now.
Blew up.
But you see, Overwatch didn't have that. Overwatch was just based upon their hard work and efforts.
Overwatch.
Like the community of Overwatch did Overwatch like this.
Overwatch is a Blizzard game,
right?
So there's already a hardcore following, right out the door,
and it just grew. Like they already had, all the shit going all the StarCraft competition. But now I was just like, because I hear this so often. I'm sitting in the party with my friends, and one of them may have a quote unquote squeaker on their friend list and come in the party and be like, "Hey guys, you want to do Fortnite?" Like, oh, y'all on Overwatch? This is a dead game. I'm just like, there's a whole league. Season 2's about to start in a few days. So
I mean, but to those 7-year-olds, you sound like an old man. So it's a different world for them.
It's just like it's just
Yeah.
Like it's so tired. It's just everywhere, and I'm so tired of Fortnite. Just like I'm so tired of fucking sicko mode.
I think the weirdest thing with me is the.
By the way, apparently sicko mode is a Bohemian.
Yeah, he told me this last
Rhapsody.
night, and I was just like, "Who are you talking to? That this is disgusting."
Some like freshman college kids that I picked up while I was working. Sicko mode was on, and he's like, "Yo, this is literally the Bohemian Rhapsody of our
Get the
generation."
fuck up out of here!
I wanted to tell
Get
you
the
to
fuck up out
out
of
my
here!
car.
Fuck.
So
Bohemian Rhapsody is the Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah,
of
but
our
I'm about to say, you can't, first off, and the sad part is, it's not even our generation.
Right. You know what I mean? Like, our generation is still like, no, Bohemian Rhapsody can't be fucking touched. Just like Journey, just like When a Dove Cries, just like We Are the World.
Bohemian Rhapsody is one of those things that you could play in a number of scenarios, and people are going to recognize the song. It don't matter if it's black, white, Asian, gay, straight, furry.
Unlike fucking Millie or Fireman or Otis or any like, you know.
But if you go, Papa. Ooh. Stop.
That reminds me when I was at Terrier this past fall, we sat there as we were on the bus to go to somewhere else. One person started randomly singing it. The entire bus started singing it.
That's because it's
got to the point where it sat there. Someone had called someone else that was on the bus behind us, put it up, and then that bus started singing it.
Galileo, let you go. Sorry. All right, but seriously, it's Fortnite doesn't.
I'm this close to breaking the fucking kid.
What happens?
It just stopped. It just cut off mid-recording, even though it's charged.
Are we still recording audio?
We're still recording
Fuck the
audio.
camera.
We're just gonna have to fuck the camera, but
It's fine.
Fuck it, we're going live. But the weirdest thing is just trying to. Fortnite actually has a hard learning curve, so I don't understand where all these kids talk shit.
It's because one is free.
Yeah. Just the battle royale mode, because there's still like a story mode.
that it's so much with Fortnite that it's just like.
And another thing is, it was an underdog game. Like, it came from nowhere in a lot of aspects.
From nowhere and blew up, and then it's just like.
Well, it was like
the fan base behind it makes it annoying, and on top of just like you can see when they like post new things like you, literally.
Because it was just like PUBG was there, and then Fortnite landed.
A lot of decisions happened at once for that, between Twitch blowing up and Marvel putting Thanos on there. It was just a lot of good, strong victories. It was everywhere at that point.
That Thanos joint was fun as shit, though.
It was everywhere.
You could just see how much of it was clearly just stolen from other shit. From the different skins and then the different emotes. It's like, wow, y'all really out here just like, let me rustle up in the pocket.
It's damn near pop culture, the game.
There you go.
I've never been a fan of pop culture.
So wait, is Fortnite just the South Park for kids? This kids generation?
No.
I mean, like in the words of like, oh, they don't want me to be playing this. Like, I'm not supposed to be doing this, but I'm doing it.
No, that's still Mortal Kombat.
Correct.
Mortal Kombat is still like the heavyweight champion of don't play.
It's different. It's just
and with the new game, I'm just like, yo, did you see the Cabal reveal?
Mm-mm.
Oh my god!
I saw the live game reveal.
This motherfucker's fatality. He hooks you at speeds runs and just starts running you down the ground.
Nice.
Then lifts you up and just cuts you in two, and like the blood splatter stops in slow motion.
Nice.
Which I think is a really cool way they did the fatalities this time around.
I still like the Blood Lady's fatality too, when she makes the blood suck. That's pretty nice.
No, the bull where he just smacked the back of your head.
Oh, Garage.
That's a black man fatality.
I'm sorry. It still reminds me every time I see it. Prince of Persia. Like you stop in time and you got sand powers. You want to go play Prince of Persia.
He's like,
you're gonna grab Persia and was just like, oh no, I need to go play God of War because this is disappointing.
I still
No.
haven't. It's been on my PlayStation. I just like, I know I have to sit down and invest time. Like, I can't be like, oh, let me get an hour of gameplay in. Like, no, I'm gonna need a whole half a day to play.
Just for reference, PlayStation is still sitting out as E3, right?
Yeah, PlayStation is doing nothing this year. Publicly. They are not going to be showing up at any events.
I honestly feel it's I honestly feel it's because they got a lot of things in the works that they're just not trying to show yet, and there's like they really do realize that they fucked up. They killed so many E3s before, but they fucked up last year's on that.
I feel like they're gonna I feel like they are going to try and rush the next generation.
Ooh.
There's been rumors. It's like 2020.
And I think that is a
they
horrible idea.
Announced that the PS5 was building and coming, and the thing about console releases is there's always a immediate rush for like everyone's got to have it, but like everyone knows like the games that you're going to get with are going to be fucked up. So if they're holding off to announce something strong with the PS5,
hey, what's up, Zaire?
What up, Z?
I love that crazy boy.
So like it's been a long time. When did the PS4 come out?
PS4 came out in 2013.
Yeah, so it's been
6 years.
It's been 6 years, and that's actually around that time for a lifespan of a console.
Mm-hmm.
No, the lifespan has been 10 years for like the last.
Nah.
It was 10. Yeah, it was.
But I'm saying like the way technology works now.
Like considering. It's not so much as just like they might rush it, but at the same time because it's not Xbox and Nintendo aren't their only competitors when it comes to gaming. Especially if you kind of like they've been trying to fight also to have PC too, and PC has been having their own internal struggles with their companies for years. Intel, Nvidia, AMD, because AMD they got Intel and Nvidia like. We're just like, we do. NVIDIA has graphics cards. Okay, we do graphics cards. And Intel has processors. And AMD is like, we got processors too. So that's always been an internal struggle there. And they just released, either this year, I think, in January?
The truth of it is,
last year, later towards the end, they just released the RTX 2020 series with the ray tracing. And then now you have AMD trying to catch up with the new Radeon 7. Yeah. So it's just like that's also have this like we're gonna have to step it up too. Yeah. PC is always doing
exactly that. Exactly that.
Now that we're out of the Bitcoin mining phase, we can start doing more with these graphics.
And it's also like the consoles as time is going on have been trying to keep up with technology with like Division being like, you can play with your tablet, and Kingdom Hearts be like, you got the phone game that connects with Kingdom Hearts 3. It's just like, the next console is going to have this sort of setup. All of this is constantly going to be able to connect with each other. All of it. Your Steam account, your PC, your PlayStation, your TV, it's all going to be connected and playable.
One thing I really want from PlayStation with the next generation, backwards compatibility, because we've been asking.
You're not getting that, boy.
But one thing that Xbox has that I'm jealous that PlayStation don't. Mm-hmm. When it comes to the party chat. So there's been times where I've been like not home, I'm working, or I'm coming home. It's gonna take me a while. And my friends are all in the party chat, and they can't talk. And I can't talk to them because like no one wants to pick up their phones, so they're already on the party chat. Like I would love to sit there and join from my phone. Through the app. Just like how like my one ex, whenever she was playing GTA and wouldn't pick up her Skype, I could actually turn on the Xbox Live app on my PC and then go talk to her through my computer.
I just wanted to announce a personal prediction real quick that Zaire Best is going to start the first revolution when Sonic the movie drops.
Oh, Lord. We ain't going to get...
Oh, my God.
We're not going to get into the movie area
yet. It's going to be so bad.
We're not going to get into the... We're not even going to tap into the movie realm yet. I don't want to... I'm not ready to go there just yet. Just... Woo! Oh man, that's gonna be a shit show for sure.
Man.
But anyway, you were you said about backwards compatibility, they Sony recently ran some tech by the patent office that shows backwards compatibility capabilities, and I assume that's going to be for the PlayStation 5. So, PlayStation 5 may have backwards compatibility.
How far backwards you talking?
I personally have no idea.
They are still eating off of making people download PlayStation Now to play PS1 games.
I don't know.
Like, I don't think they're going to give that up.
I don't know, but
I would like for them to.
I just know I downloaded Mercenaries for my Xbox One, and that was the first Xbox One game.
They take it back, like back.
Yeah, if they promise
one of the first few games. Oh my god,
Siphon Filter.
I'm playing the original Most Wanted, the Black Edition, like
Tamba.
Like I'm going all the way in.
Ray Storm.
Brave Fist Musashi.
Ooh.
Like,
Use Lumina.
Actually,
That's the groove.
This is a game that's not even that old. It's back from the PS3 days. It's not even that old, but I still want to play it. And I've been debating on just plugging up my PlayStation. PS3. Scott Pilgrim.
Wait, that's not available in your marketplace? Anyway.
I know. Fucking Xbox. That's one victory you guys got.
Look, look. Hey, you got your Spider-Mans and your gods of the wars. More power to you.
Witcher.
What are you trying to do?
What do you have to go?
You can say excuse me, so just
I had to get out of this fucking corner first before I could say that.
13
fucking remixing the world over there.
About to say 13's gotta go.
Technical difficulties.
Fix some tech.
I got to go.
Now, I am looking forward to gaming wise for Xbox. I'm actually looking forward to Halo Infinite. Very little's been given out, but they did say one thing. Halo Infinite plans to bring back split screen gaming. Which I think is I think that's actually really cool.
There's no reason split screen gaming ever went anywhere.
No, a lot of games don't have split screen gaming.
It doesn't make any sense.
So
because of couch, quote unquote couch play is over, and like online play is a thing, but it's just like that's just stupid and kind of elitist. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, I like that idea from Halo because they were just like. When that split screen, they wasn't playing back in the day, and they were just like, and pretty much the first Xbox was damn near a PC because they were like, yeah, if you have these amount of cords and these amount of Xboxes, at least up to 16 of y'all could play at once. So it's practically a LAN party, and I remember we did that shit in high school and it was fucking amazing. So yeah, it's wild.
You're gonna hope that's going to be a thing. It should be a thing. There's the thing about video gaming. There are no dead ideas. And it doesn't make sense for companies to constantly act like dead ideas are a thing because like the gamers will remember them.
Well, that's why Xbox opened up a whole new wing, and it was just a whole bunch of independent companies working with Xbox. It's like, look, you guys have game ideas,
make them happen.
It's like, go ahead.
That's smart.
It's like So they want that give that creative control.
You guarantee yourself an entire foot ahead of the everyone that's your competition when you do something like that.
Now, the one game I do have some questions and concerns about because where it is, there was some people played this game privately and gave it great reviews. Death Stranding. Yeah. Apparently through those fuckers I don't like at IGN. Some people played it and gave it a great review, and at the same time they couldn't really tell you shit about the game because it's not out yet. And I'm just like, well, then what the fuck?
I appreciate that so much because that's just an entire tale to how much of a master
I know it's gonna be a good game. I just want to know what the hell is it about. Because you've got Norman Reedus, you've got Kojima. It's being directed by Guillermo del Toro, and we know one of the villains is Mads Mikkelsen.
Kojima is old school, yo. He knows where the entire foundation of like game modification and salesmanship is going. He's just like, yo, this is dumb.
This is our live podcast, Kevin.
This is dumb now because everyone knows what you're doing. It's kind of like with movie trailers. You see the whole movie, then it's just like, what's the fucking point?
Well, I mean, if you do it right, you don't have to do that.
Right, but he's just like, yo, what if I just show you guys nothing and just promise on my word and my word alone that I'm Kojima and this is going to be good and it's fucking working.
Yeah, fair enough.
And now when you do touch the game, it's going to be fucking incredible to you because you didn't have a single idea of what to think.
All right.
I'm just saying, Kojima's a beast.
Last of Us 2. Now that's not my system. That's you guys. But I do hope it turns out well because that shit show last year at E3 really didn't show me anything I didn't already fucking know.
Right.
And it just seems like I don't know.
Yeah. That's going to have to be entirely faith-based. I don't think they're going to drop the ball. I'm not saying they can't. I don't think they're going to, but
hey man, you never know.
You never know.
Because I just reminded myself of another game that really dropped the ball, and it was like it was on its third part, Dead Space 3. And I'll never forget. I was just like, so all of a sudden now this is pretty much Dead Space 3 was like Resident Evil 6.
Wow.
All of a sudden it was this over-the-top action film.
Yeah, that happens.
And I was just like, what the fuck? I was like, this is what we're doing now? This is what's going on in the fucking streets?
Just like fucking Jak 3. It's just like, this isn't...
Yo, you're right. Jak 3, yo.
It happens. People overestimate the community that they think they're talking to, and it's just like, not everybody wants this shit to be fucking Grand Theft Auto. Like, no, people love Jak and Dexter. Give them Jak and Dexter.
You're absolutely right.
But you know, people, it happens. And I think that's, like, you get the opposite side of that, where directors of God of War is just like, what if I just really hone this instead of paying any attention to the outside world? I just hone God of War and make it stronger. And you make a hell of a cake like that.
It's like, so if I just take Skyrim and add Kratos and see how much damage I can
cause. Absolute tears.
Boy! Alright, but let's talk about a few some movies we know. Okay, what we know is going to knock it out the park. Avengers Endgame.
Okay.
One movie I've had concerns about, but I've always been confident, which comes out this week, Alita Battle Angel.
I was all the way hands off with this one. Entirely. Because I was just like,
And why is that?
It was a manga, man.
But I mean, I was down when I heard I respectfully when I heard James Cameron and Robert Rodriguez, I was sold.
Right. Now imagine that, they say those names to you and then they say Akira.
I would also be sold.
I would not.
Because you know what? These two guys are fans of it. They aren't outsiders saying, "Hey, we can make money off this." These are the guys like, "Yo, I think I can tell this story," and it's like, yeah, and the studio's like, "Well, we want you to cut out." No, I'm not cutting that out.
Right.
I'm gonna keep it just the way it is.
After Dragon Ball and
whoa,
immediately
whoa.
That's what we suffered through.
First of all, the Dragon Ball, let's keep it 100. The Dragon Ball movie was made just so 21st Century Fox could keep distribution rights.
Of course.
It was not made to make any money.
Make it go down any easier.
It was not made to make any money.
It was a chess move.
James Marsters even knows, hey, check clear? Alright.
Good to go.
He was like, I guess we're doing this. He's like, clearly no one's gonna pay attention.
The world, okay. Is that Goku? We're mad.
Damn it, Spike. But it was just a really weird move. But I feel like this is gonna do really well. First off, you have a stellar cast. You have Mahershala Ali, who's up for another Academy Award. Christoph Waltz, a 2-time Academy Award winner. Amazing visual effects. Like, from what I've seen in these trailers, god damn, it looks good. But at the same time, look at the guys who you got making. It's being produced by James Cameron, who literally has not had a bad day at the box office.
For the most part. According to the world. I was not a very big fan of Avatar. That's my own personal taste.
That's big. Hey, Blue Dances with Wolves. A lot of people don't watch.
Right.
Hey,
yeah,
my man told Dances with Wolves with blue people.
He
did not say anything about. He did not say anything about original story.
Right.
He said he was going to give you a great experience, and he did. Like, you put them glasses on, everything was shot in 3D. It was a whole thing. Then everyone else was like, well, we could do 3D too. It was like, no, you could do 2 scenes in 3D. I did a whole movie. I had to wait and develop the technology to do my movie. like you know how baller that is. You know how that movie took 10 years to make just because the technology didn't exist yet. And he was just like, fine, I'll go do a 3D version of Titanic, which is something he actually did do. and at the same time, like, the guy James Cameron really is an awesome director. He's awesome producer. It's like my man took an isolated horror film and then turned it into an action horror film. I'm referencing Alien to Aliens. Terminator franchise, when he had it. I had to clarify that shit. Even action comedy, Schwarzenegger, True Lies, which for some reason, apparently, from what I understand, there's supposed to be a follow-up to.
Right or wrong? Is that the one with Schwarzenegger and the wife?
Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis.
God, I saw that as a child and was in love.
It was hilarious.
Like I didn't even like even then I was just like, why is this good? But I couldn't turn away.
It was hilarious. It was beautifully done. But so I'm confident. Robert Rodriguez, Spy Kids.
So you're just sure?
Yeah, Spy Kids. The
beginning of Spy Kids.
Well, he did he directed and produced the first 3.
Yeah.
Then he just produced the last one. But still, like it's no matter what.
Strong IP.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's still a successful series.
Fucking, it was legendary.
Yeah, the Mariachi series, which literally started from being this cheap $3,000 independent film.
Lightly connected to Spy Kids.
No, they're not. No, those aren't connected. Machete is connected to Spy Kids,
I was thinking of.
Which is so fucking weird because Machete's so fucking violent, and it's so fucking weird. But you took Mariachi
tequila, no tequila.
Yeah, you took Mariachi. Then he was like, okay, they gave me more money now. I'm gonna recast Mariachi. Antonio Banderas, bam. Salma Hayek, bam. For some reason, I don't know why, but Quentin Tarantino, it's okay. I'm going to shoot him. It's all right. Then he does a third movie with him, and it's phenomenal. You have Johnny Depp. What are you going to do with him? I'm going to make him blind. Why? Because I can. And then Sin City, the first one. Mm-hmm. He has amazing vision. I don't know what the fuck took him so long to do the second movie, but I look forward to that film. It will be great. Saw a trailer for Child's Play this week.
I looked at the seasoning in that. I was just like, it's happening. All right, I'm out. Like I
gotta admit, it looks promising. I just need to hear who they have as the voice of Chucky.
It's smart that they don't give that away.
True. Because I'm so used to Brad Dourif's voice as Chucky, so I just don't want it to be like T.J. Miller, or for some reason Ryan Reynolds.
Nah, they should get Tracy Morgan.
I'm your friend to the end.
Am I having a stroke?
Hidey ho. Ha ha ha. Tracy Morgan
I'll
though?
kill you and eat a sandwich.
Oh my god.
No.
And but this version looks like it's a very tech savvy Chucky.
Yeah.
Like he looks like he's part of an app or some shit.
It's just terrifying.
We also have. I think that's gonna do. I think it's gonna do moderately well.
If they're taking it seriously, it's gonna do well.
Yeah,
no question.
I don't think it's gonna. I think it's not gonna be.
Because the last few Chuckies was just like throw some gore in there, please the fans.
The last two movies try to get back to some sort of bare bones story, like Curse of Chucky. Which was written by the original guy behind Child's Play. It went back to its roots, and it was actually a fairly decent film. But then the very last movie, Cult of Chucky, kind of just
inside the psychiatric ward.
Yeah, it kind of just it jumped a shark and a wolf carrying a jet. Because I was just like, oh, so there's multiple. What the fuck?
I was just like,
it was like it
wasn't even terrifying. I was just like,
it was like it started with a good script. Then at some point, I assumed cocaine.
As usual with Chucky.
Hey, when in doubt, blame cocaine. That is my theory. It's a couple lines later.
Can we get a new Baby Geniuses?
Do we need that?
I mean, we're getting a new Chucky.
Baby Geniuses. They have 3 of those.
We're kind of getting new Baby Geniuses whenever we get another Secret Life of Pets, but
if that's the case, I'd rather just get a live action Kids Next Door.
I want that so bad.
Yeah, I think I would rather have that.
Oh, that could be so good. I've just been watching Deadly Class, and I'm just like, kids kicking ass is just.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's always going to touch my heart. It's just like, yes, defeat the system, tear everything apart.
I think Deadly Class is going to do very well. I just think it's going to be some weird competition because it's definitely going to be in competition with Netflix's Umbrella Academy.
It feels like I'm getting a grown-up version of Attack the Block every time I watch it.
Ooh,
like every time I watch it, I'm just like, this is what Attack the Block should have been in sequels.
Okay, I feel you. Speaking of sequels, It Part 2 comes out this year. Now, that first It, I was skeptic of until I saw Bill Skarsgård's Pennywise, and I was just like, oh, this
is fun.
I was just like, this is fucked up. I was just like, and I watched the movie, and then like I had someone with me, and she like drove her nails into my fucking arm. I'm like, ah! She's like, are you scared? I'm like, yes, and in pain. So apparently the movie's doing what it's supposed to.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to this. I think it's gonna do really well. I might even go to it broke records last time. I think it might break more records this time. But it really does all depend on how far the story goes.
That reminds me of Dark Tower.
Oh, sweet Lord!
yeah. Like just the connection there. I'm sorry, just
Dark Tower was supposed to be so fucking good.
It looked like it was going to be,
but no, it was like they completely neglected how everything is supposed to be connected.
I was like, oh man, this is going to be like trying me the Book of Eli. I'm with it, like, and then it just knowed. It just knowed.
It was just so weird. Men in Black.
Already a classic.
I don't know what they're calling this one. I just want to call it Men in Black International.
Tessa Thompson, Blade Twins. Which Hemsworth is it?
Chris Hemsworth, Thor.
Already a classic. Already funny.
Yeah. Oh man.
And the Twins, personally, that is. What a choice! What a choice!
I can only assume they're going to be playing like aliens that only speak with dance.
Yo, their stage presence alone, taking that and be like, What if we just put that in a film and make it make sense?
It's very simple.
And let them do them? Perfect.
Yeah, just give them a beat. They are really talented. They are poetry in motion.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was really a big fan of that dance competition. That I thought it was very strange to see them in, because I thought it was weird to see them in the competition because I was like, you guys are already recognized champions
across the world.
I looked at the judges. I was like, Neo, J-Lo.
This is Edward.
I was just like,
it's just the twin show pretty much.
Yeah, because I was just like, I feel like I feel like the twins here as part of the competition is just
fucked
not
up.
fair. Because I was like, these guys are practically unknown.
Can you imagine, like, you train all your life, and you look up to dances and whatnot. Of course, you're gonna hear them as twins. Yeah. And you go to, a big ass contest, fucking live television. You think it's your moment. You go there, let twins in your competition. I'm going to fuck home.
It's just like, that's when you just think in your mind, there's nothing wrong with second place.
Dog, what? How you? That's like, of course you're going to be like, this is going to be the fucking best thing in my life. You already know you're not going to win, though. You're not going to fucking win.
Oh, shit. I'm thinking, I was like, that is so fucked up.
Like, what?
Yeah. The only thing I could think of is that South Korean married couple that, do this thing with their hands in sync. And it almost looks like they could be easily summoning some jutsu.
That's like living the life of B Rabbit from 8 Mile, and then you go into the competition, you're just like Jay-Z. You're just like,
whoa! There's
B Rabbit.
B Rabbit versus
Jay-Z.
What year Jay-Z? You gotta.
I can't.
Yeah, because you gotta.
Stop.
No, now if you said Cassidy, now if you had said Cassidy, that would be a battle.
I'm not saying giving them because it's crazy.
Okay, okay.
B Rabbit.
All right.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? It's just like I got what?
okay. Because I'm saying like I don't know, man.
Eminem? No, I'm not talking about Eminem. I'm talking about B Rabbit. Other guy.
I'm so glad you cleared that. Very, very important.
It's different.
Shazam.
No.
You
said Shazam, and I immediately thought Aladdin.
Wow.
It looks so bad. It just looks so bad.
I think
literally Kazam is what I thought of when you
oh my
Shazam.
God, you really did go with Kazam?
Will looks that bad as Genie. And that's also my prediction. I think that movie could be fantastic.
I don't think
Genie's supposed to be a big blue entity. Not Will Smith.
I do think that Will Smith was not the best casting choice for Genie. I think they try to. I feel like they try to step up their game instead of looking at it at a different angle. Because it was like, all right, you want to do the comedy stylings of Will Smith in a position where it used to be held by Robin Williams. I don't know.
It's tough.
Like me,
first and foremost, no one's ever going to correctly become behind Robin Williams. No one.
That's why my theory was to pick someone who brings the entirely different style,
right?
All on their own,
right? And
it would have been a very interesting, creative, and progressive move by picking DJ Khaled. Because one,
we talked about this before.
Yeah, one, he's Arab.
Mm-hmm.
2, he has his own unique style of comedy. It's it's interesting. It's dry. Right. Plus, music producing. So he'd be all over. He'd have his hands on the soundtrack, and it would be great. The man makes hits.
It could work if they didn't show us Genie at all. Just like when you originally went to go see Aladdin, you thought about Aladdin and Jasmine, and Genie just happened to become a big thing. if they had not even like, if it had just been like how, not Bruce Willis, but the Invisible Man inside of Deadpool 2.
Oh shit, Brad Pitt.
Right. If they like how you didn't know that was Brad Pitt the entire time. Like if they had did that with Genie,
but the
it
problem,
would be smooth sailing.
But here's the problem. The Invisible Man in Deadpool 2 was a bit that was only supposed to last a finite amount of time. Genie is a huge supporting character.
But if we had just not known who he was, it would be perfectly fine.
Yeah, because when you think about it, I feel like, especially in the marquee, Will Smith's name was going to be the biggest draw.
It doesn't matter who it was going to be.
Because I still don't know who the fuck the names are for Jasmine. And
you see what I'm saying?
I know Jasmine is the Yellow Ranger from the new Power Rangers. And Aladdin is going to be Aladdin. By the way, quick segue. They're going to start filming Power Rangers 2 soon.
Of course. I think it's going to do just as good as Power Rangers, but all right.
Hope. Well, if it does just as good, that means they're doing something wrong.
Is that supposed to, I'm not getting my hopes up. Like even when Power Rangers was a big deal, the movies weren't that big of a deal.
Well, they only did what? Well, they did the first movie, which was really good. Then the second one, which I don't understand. It kind of just. It really did just kind of come out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. So. That's my best friend.
Yeah.
So
I'm hoping Aladdin is good. I'm not going to put the bad juju out there. You know, after the Prince of Persia movies, right? The settings in the Assassin's Creed movies, it's just
hold on. Now the Assassin's Creed movie, I will defend because it was that was actually one of the best video game adaptation movies to actually come out. And it was actually financially successful in comparison to others. Did it excel in the American box office?
No.
No, but it did great internationally.
How do you feel about Jungle Book?
Which one?
The Disney one. The Disney
one?
The recent live action one.
I liked it. It was first off, you had amazing voice cast.
Terrifyingly strong cast.
It was great cast. The kid was really good. I didn't feel like it was just a kid that you could easily replace. That's
Mowgli.
I really enjoyed Mowgli. Bill Murray as Blue is fucking gold. Bill Murray is
perfect
gold.
Choice. Yeah,
he really is. Idris Elba is Shere Khan.
Perfect choice.
That was
then
perfect.
Again, what can you do wrong? What can you do wrong?
And of course, Christopher Walken as King Louie.
That shit touched my heart.
Ooby Doo. I want to be like you. In my mind, I kind of wanted them to do the cowbell thing from Saturday Night Live. I have a fever, and it needs more cowbell. But it was great. And the recent one on Netflix that was done by Andy Serkis is actually a very grim, dark. It's enjoyable,
check it out.
but it's not for fucking kids. It like that was one of those movies. If you put your kids in front of the and walked away, you fucked up. It was one of those things. You're like, yeah, it's like Sausage Party. If you didn't know what was going on, you just put your kids in front of it, and walk away, you fucked up. Right. Because Sausage Party, apparently there was some situations where that parents did not know what they were putting their kids in front of and just left the movie theater. I was just like, oh, so you just leave your kids in movie theaters? That's smart. Nothing bad ever happens there.
Like Deadpool 2.
Yeah, like, oh my god. Oh my, morons. Every last one of them. But that's just so bad. But it really isn't for kids. Now, television wise, we're already talking about Deadly Class. That's actually give me all the school stuff of Harry Potter, but let me learn how to kill people efficiently. And so
you're gonna get a classic.
Yeah. And ironically, as I said earlier, Netflix is releasing The Umbrella Academy, which is a comic book adaptation. There's going to be.
I still need to watch the trailer for that.
There's going to be some interesting. It's going to be some very interesting comparisons to be made between the two. Plus, you have Mary J. Blige as a villain, and hopefully, as long as she doesn't dance, everything turns out well. I just imagine her dancing with the guns. And by the way, we're in February. The Super Bowl is past. I have not seen a Star Wars trailer.
You're not going to.
So what do you think they're going to do it like what? They're going to do what?
I think
3 months before the movie comes out?
I think the way Star Wars went scared them so bad, they're just like, what if we just fix it and just act like none of it ever happened.
No.
And just fix it, come back when it's better, and just be like, there you go, Star Wars.
Well, no, it's still pegged to come out this year. So, I honestly felt like Super Bowl would have been the time to show that trailer. Instead, I got one for Shaft, which was hilarious. I didn't think it was going to be that. I didn't expect it to be that type of funny because the last Shaft movie had funny moments, but it wasn't more like a fucking comedy. But, you got Samuel L. Jackson, new guy, Richard Roundtree. It's going to be golden.
We've actually come up on our time.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Damn. Oh, hey, 13. It's just been me and Night Sparks chatterboxing it up.
I had an important meeting about porcelain. Came back.
But I think any last thoughts?
I'm excited to see what they do with the Harry Potter video game coming out. Personally, I'm hoping that's real strong.
Is that supposed to be like a mobile game or
no? It's going to be a AAA.
Oh, who's developing?
No idea. I've only seen the images, and the images look fucking crispy.
I just hope it's not EA.
We just want more Last of Us and Cyberpunk.
Now, yeah, that's where I was going to go.
Do you think that is going to be a killer?
I hope it is.
Cyberpunk 2099 is either going to be the bigger hit, the biggest hit of this year, or the biggest flop.
As long as it's not as bad as No Man's, like just don't be as bad as No Man's.
Well, first off, whoa! What made No Man's Sky was that shitty marketing campaign where they were on every late night talk show. Like they were on Colbert, they were on Fallon, they were on Seth Meyers. It was just like y'all showing up a lot for this video game that's just about exploration of space. Starting out like when I see
I'm starting to get questions.
When I see too much of a marketing campaign, something tells me it's going to be a shit show, and normally I've been right. Case in point, Suicide Squad. So
let me be sure to not mention that name.
No, it's okay. Yeah, don't you fucking do it. I swear to God.
I don't really know what's going on.
Shut your whore mouth.
But that's time.
Our cosplayer of the week is Cosplay Nay. He crushing it with those Spider-Man cosplayers. Yo, that Iron Spider.
Scary.
I hope one day he comes to Philly and meets the Philly Web Warriors.
I wonder if we could have the entire team here for a conversation.
We're gonna have to double up on snacks.
That is fine.
A bunch of
Spider-Man's neat.
Yeah, clearly. But that's actually not a bad idea. Next week, are we having a guest next week? Are we having someone come down?
Boss, are we having a guest next week?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a baby.
Oh, Sadiqwa. Oh my goodness, that's actually gonna be really fun. We're gonna probably gonna be another week of nerd news, and it's gonna be another topic. What it is, I don't know yet. We gotta get there.
Yep.
But Jesus, America, Freedom Eagle. This has been the Amerime Junkies. Thank you for your time. Please make sure you check us out on AmerimeMedia.com. Also, if you're listening to this on Spotify or iTunes, we hope you give us a nice rating and tell us what you think. And don't forget, download is better than streaming.
Peace.
So I guess we all need to say bye now.
I'm 13, the Almighty.
Corey Saltitude Floyd.
Jamal Nice Spark Stokes.
And that is it.
See you next time.
Peace.